Good afternoon. My name is Lieutenant Bohannon. Today we are here to provide an official response to a traffic stop involving the Delaware State University lacrosse team that occurred in Liberty County on April 20th. Sheriff William Bowman will give some details on the events that occurred and our next steps. At this time, we will not take questions as we continue to collect all information and share all findings at a later date. I would like to introduce Sheriff William Bowman at this time.
Good afternoon. Glad to see all y'all out here today. My name is William Bowman, and I'm the Sheriff for Liberty County, Georgia. Since May the 9th, I have received calls, messages, and read comments concerning the traffic stop within our county. After primarily review and discussion with the deputies, I will address questions and public concerns about the safety of the women that were the passengers on the motor coach. On April the 20th, 2022, the Liberty County Sheriff Office initiated a traffic stop for a motor coach traveling northbound on I-95 in violation of OC Code 46-53. This is part of our commercial interdiction detail on the interstate. There were several commercial vehicles stopped that morning, including another bus where contraband was located. Due to the nature of the detail, a K-9 was part of the stop, and an alert was given by the K-9. Before entering the motor coach, the deputies was not aware that this school was a historically black or aware of the race or the occupants due to the height of the vehicle and the tinted windows. A K-9 sniff of the exterior of the vehicle is not a search under the Fourth Amendment and does not provide cause to search and does cause us to provide search of the vehicle. Once aboard, the deputy informed the passengers that the search would be completed. This is the same protocol that is expected to be used no matter the race, gender, age, or destination of the passenger. No personal items on the bus or person were searched. As part of our training, deputies are instructed to speak to the individuals with respect and to explain the next step. We realize that this current environment, even a traffic stop, can be alarming to citizens, especially African Americans. It's why we make an effort to have a diverse department and hire people who believe in community policing and respect for all individuals. We are happy that nothing was found and the passenger made it home safely. The driver was issued a warning about the Georgia state law that requires a bus or motor coach to operate in the two most right-hand lanes, except when the bus or motor coach is preparing for a left turn or moving to or from a HOV lane. At the time or even the weeks following, we were not aware that this stop was received as a racial profiling. Although I do not believe any racial profiling took place based on the information I currently have, I welcome feedback from our community on ways that our law enforcement practices can be improved while still maintaining the law. More than anything, we want feedback from the passengers of the Delaware University lacrosse team on the communication approaches we can consider that we are simply not aware of. This is how true policing is done, and this is the way the department stands. This is what the department stands for under my leadership. As a veteran, a former Georgia State trooper, and the sheriff of this department, I do not exercise racial profiling allow racial profiling or encourage racial profiling. For what I have gathered, I believe that the stop was legal, but I also understand my duty to help the public understand law enforcement while seeking ways to improve services. You can visit www.libertyso.org and use our feedback link to share your solution. In the meantime, this stop is now being formally reviewed to ensure there were no policy violations and applicable laws were followed. We also use feedback to reassess our training standards and needed. I encourage dialogue about solutions to better serve locals who travel through our county while honoring our duties to law enforcement. That is the only comment I will have until our findings are available. Thank you for your time today.
Sheriff, can you answer some questions for us?
We'll be answering questions a little bit later.
Later date time.
There was other news stations that said